A word that makes me just uncomfortable. Like ointment. You know?
Ointment kind of makes me a little excited.
My word that makes me so, like, it's kind of cringy, I guess.
Moist?
Is meal. Like, that was...
What?
That was a good meal.
Meal.
Like, don't say that.
Meal. What's so weird about meal?
I don't know. It's just don't roll off the tongue right. Meal.
You know, word
What's
is
yours?
really weird.
What's yours? You gotta tell me.
Gorilla. Gorilla. You ever try to say it fast? Gorilla.
That's your word.
Yeah.
What the crap?
Gorilla, bro. Yours is meal. You act like you're any better than me. You're in the weird boat just like I am. Welcome to episode number 7 of Chronicology. Buy a t-shirt.
And a sticker. I can't forget the stickers.
And the stickers, but people are sleeping on the stickers a little bit. And the shirts. I love it. Like I love you guys. Like I love Mike Wazowski. Who's better, Wazowski or Sully? That's tough to start off the pod.
Who's your answer?
Definitely Mike Wazowski.
Sully's way better.
You think so?
Sully's that guy, bro.
I love how you waited till I answered you. Like,
I did
"Oh,
because
no,
I knew
dog."
what you'd say. I knew what you'd say because Sully's better, and here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? Do you remember when they would do like the shorts, like the shorts, and like Mike Wazowski had that car?
Mm-hmm.
It was like those 2-minute, 3-minute things. They don't do that anymore. But there was one where they were like dancing or something in the in their apartment or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would get like a picture, and like Mike Wazowski's face would always be right behind the logo of the magazine.
Right.
They're talking about how they're in a magazine, and he'd be like right behind there. That's the reason Sully's better. I'll put a picture right here of what I'm talking about.
Mike looks like a full-blown booger. Like if a booger grew legs.
Yo, who designed that?
I don't know. They should get a raise.
A little
I love it.
green teardrop
His
with
one eyeball,
arms and
correct?
legs.
One eyeball?
Why do you have to say correct? Everybody knows that. Even you, Reed. So, Reed, here's what I want to tell you.
Hit me with it, dog.
About this water. This is a conspiracy.
All right.
Dasani.
What about
Are you familiar with Dasani, the water?
it? Yeah, I don't like it, but yeah.
I don't like it either, and there's a good reason for that.
Why?
One of Dasani's ingredients is salt. And we all know salt to make you more thirsty. So there is a conspiracy that Dasani, although they've said, no, it ain't like that, but who's putting salt in their water?
But who made
so
these
here's the possibility. Dasani put salt in their water so that people would drink it and still be thirsty, so that they would need to get more Dasani.
Right, common sense, right? Are you ready for this?
I was born ready.
People that wear Birkenstocks with ankle socks. I saw a guy walking down the hall the other day wearing brown.
They should make that a song.
No.
Birkenstocks and ankle socks.
You know who would sing that? Who's the guy that sings
Weird Al.
Party Rock?
Oh, that's LMFAO.
He would totally sing that song.
No, Weird Al Yankovic, who sang White and Nerdy.
I've never heard that song.
Trying to catch me white and nerdy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's not riding dirty, but it's like...
It's really riding dirty, riding dirty. That's what I do. I ride dirty.
You know what that means?
Probably something bad. I just said I do it.
Riding dirty. I found this out yesterday. The song, a one-hit wonder, by the way, because nobody even knows who sang that song. Riding dirty is when you obviously are riding, and the term dirty comes from carrying drugs or something.
So you're driving in a car with drugs in it?
Yeah. Dirty. But we're talking about your Birkenstocks and socks.
Oh, wait.
Which would be an awesome song title. You know what? That should be you know how rock bands have like crazy names? Birkenstocks and socks, that would be a dope name.
No, it wouldn't.
But do you remember you might have been too young. Back in my day. Back in the heyday. The thing was socks and sandals. Do you think that's weird? Birkenstocks and socks. I can't get over how cool that is.
You know what? I saw the guy wearing them, and I thought, wow, you wearing Birkenstocks and socks. I might as well just slap you right here, right now. But if I saw someone that wore socks and sandals, I'd probably give him a high five. I like socks and sandals, personally. I was one of them kids. I'm sure some people watching this show or something.
You know, I definitely wore socks with sandals, but I don't have a pair of Birkenstocks, so I can't say I've rocked the Birkenstocks and socks.
I've never had a pair of Birkenstocks.
You know what I did have a pair of, though? That was also before your time. Toe shoes.
Ugh.
I had a pair of toe shoes. I don't even remember, like, what is the brand that makes that? You know, like, it was a thing.
Oh, my gosh.
And
what
it
is
came
that
out of
brand?
nowhere. It literally came out of nowhere, but, like,
There was blue ones. There was pink ones, right?
I had gray ones.
Okay.
And there's obviously no laces. It was like a Velcro thing. You just Velcro over. But
I
like,
bet you wore them every day.
but with toe shoes, you had to have toe socks as well, because if you didn't, I mean, then your socks would be, crunched up. So I had every morning for school, I would put on toe socks, and my little toes, put them in my shoes, and
So you're telling me that you went to 4th grade rocking toe shoes?
Yeah,
That is so gross.
Dude, no, that's not even it. Like, if you didn't have toe shoes,
That wasn't it?
you were a loser, bro.
Dude,
like, that was the thing.
At one point in time, everyone when I was in 3rd grade, so when you were in 9th grade, people would wear Reebok Zigs.
I had a pair of
Those
Zig
were kind
Tech.
of sweet.
I remember.
Those were kind of sweet.
I remember when the first Zigs came out, and everybody wanted them.
I liked
the
them.
little like.
Yeah,
I had a pair of the first ones that came out. The toe shoes. Let's go back for 1 second. The toe shoes were just as popular for. I mean, it wasn't as long of a period of time, but do you remember Heelys?
Never had them, but yes.
Bro, I remember when I was a kid, I would go just down the hallways of school, just kicking it, and to class. But also, I would do it at the mall. That was like the place.
I'm pretty sure my brother had some.
We'd go to like the mall and be like, "Yo, you can go,
And
you can go
and
Heelys
all
at the mall."
ride alongside each other.
Yeah, it was
That
like
is
it
so
was
lame.
the thing.
Y'all
No,
are a bunch of losers.
no,
There ain't
That
no way
was-
any of y'all had any girlfriends at that point.
that was the thing, bro. That was it. If you didn't have a pair of Heelys,
And you know what? I have something else to say. I want to ask you this question. I want you to be honest with me.
I'm always honest with you, Reed.
How many people have you held the door open for? So, how many people have you held the door open for? And as they walk by, they just keep walking, and they don't turn and they don't go, "Thank you." They just ignore you. You hold the door, and you're just a worthless piece of air that's just standing right there. How many times has that happened to you?
There are some things that are labeled pet peeves.
Is that one of yours?
One of mine is definitely when I open the door for someone and they don't say thank you.
What's the worst location for a zit? And everyone has a personal answer because everyone's had a zit before, and if you haven't, you're lying.
The worst spot for a zit.
Go ahead and be honest.
I've had some. Thankfully, I didn't have bad acne growing up.
I did.
Some people do.
I did. I'll tell you a story after.
I would have one or two pop up here and there.
Mhm.
God, I had one over here that literally gave me a scar. You can't see it because of my beard, but it's huge. But the worst I've ever had is right on my butt cheek.
Which cheek?
It's always the left cheek.
Left
and
cheek.
it's right on the bone, right when I sit down. Every time I sit down, and I'm sitting right there. I mean, God, it's awful.
The worst one for me is right above my upper lip, like right there. All the pressure. It hurts so bad when you pop it.
I'm not a huge fan of zits, as I don't think most people are. Okay, but some people like to pop them. Are you one of those?
No, my girlfriend loves to pop my back zits.
We're talking, what is it, Dr. Pimple Popper?
I love watching that. You don't?
Dude, I could literally watch someone do like a surgery. Open heart.
But you can't watch the zits being
But
popped.
if I'm watching someone and like, no. I would get
No?
sick. No. One time there was this video a long time ago that my buddy was like, dude, you have to watch this. And it was a horse cyst on its back.
I bet it was humongous.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But those watching, if you're interested in that, look that up. That crap is nasty. Gross.
Can I just say something real quick? I think that horse zits and horse cysts are nasty, but I just want to give a big shout out to our subscribers real quick.
Yeah.
I think they deserve a shout out,
Shout
proper
out to the
shout out.
subs, bruh. So as we're talking about zits and skin irritations,
I love this transition.
when you get a bug bite, Okay. There was this thing. It was on TikTok, actually. Shout out to Chronicology TikTok. But it was on TikTok, and it's like this little suction cup thing.
Cupping?
No. But if you had a bug bite on your arm, you would, like, stick it on there, and you'd, like, pull it back, and it would suck out the venom, which is what makes it itch. Obviously, I don't know if it works or not, but I wanted to tell you that were you taught as a kid that when you get a bug bite, you use your fingernail and you put an X on the bug bite?
No.
You weren't taught that?
What's it do?
Okay, so I don't have one right now, but like you just put an X on the bug bite with your fingernail, and then it doesn't itch anymore. You never knew that? It's a thing.
Anyway, can we transition to a very serious topic in my life? You ever heard people look at you and they go, I'm game. I'm game. What are you game for? Like,
What does that even mean?
what does that mean? Like, what are you talking about? I'm game. Yeah.
Okay.
For what?
What is
Are we at a
game
fight
mean?
or something? You know?
I'm gay.
Everybody says it now. Everybody does.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Explain slangs to them. Please tell us your take.
Slang words are crazy.
It's an embarrassment. That's what it is.
You think about it. And living in the South, I swear every other week there's another word that comes out. You say fi. I thought that died 10 years ago when I was a kid.
Fi's better than fire, though.
No.
Stop.
That's fire, bro.
That's disrespectful when you know it.
Fi? I mean, it's crazy how the trends work, because you talk about trends like the dances, the nay-nay, the whip,
Dab.
the hit the quans.
That was the worst dab because this thing's my...
The dab. There's so many now.
What's your best slang dance you can do?
Bro, when I was younger and the nay-nay first came out, you know,
You could nay-nay?
I was crushing that crowd.
I can twerk.
Anyways, but like people talk about the trends. The trends you wear, you're a trendsetter, whatever.
Right.
Clothes you wear, the dances. We don't talk about the slang trends enough. You know what I'm saying?
What's
Fi
your favorite slang?
or dope.
I like dope. What's your favorite, though?
The one I probably say the most is dope. That's dope.
That's dope.
What does that even mean, though? Like, dope is drugs. You know what I'm saying? Who started that? Let's talk about words. We're talking about slang words.
Oh, gosh. I know where you're going with this.
What is your word that I guess would be a trigger word? Like, what just makes you... Yeah.
Yours is jerk. Right?
No, that pisses me off. But, like, a word that makes me just uncomfortable. Like ointment. You know?
Ointment kind of makes me a little excited.
My word that makes me so, like... It's kind of cringy, I guess.
Moist?
Is meal. Like, that was...
What?
That was a good meal. Like...
Meal.
Like, don't say that.
Meal. What's so weird about meal?
I don't know. It's just don't roll off the tongue right. Meal.
You know, word
What's
is
yours?
really weird.
What's yours? You gotta tell me.
Gorilla. Gorilla. You ever try to say it fast? Gorilla.
That's your word.
Yeah.
What the crap?
Gorilla, bro. Yours is meal. You act like you're any better than me. You're in the weird boat just like I am.
That's five, bro.
That's fire, dog.
Yeah.
No. I'm game.
I'm game.
I'm game.
I'm game, bro.
Hey, have you ever been in class, transition time,
Yeah.
and just not ever felt comfortable?
Oh yeah.
What class have you taken in your life where you have not felt fully comfortable? At all.
Dude, I was in a biology class. And so when I came to school, I wanted to be a biology major. I wanted to be an orthodontist, if you didn't know that.
It's impressive.
So I'm in biology. And I took AP biology in high school, senior year.
So
So
you thought
I
you were
felt
good.
prepared.
Yeah.
First test comes 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, and everything we learned in AP biology was on test number 1. Everything.
So it was easy.
So the first test was easy. But then after that, it was all new tech, new stuff. And I was lost from the moment after I took that test.
Really?
Yeah, and I think I'm good at biology, but obviously not. So I felt right after that first test, I was just
That's me, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Me in Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish is
I'm
tough.
struggling. You know, John right here might not have a co-host in about 5 weeks. If I'm not on this podcast in 5 weeks, it's because my Spanish professor and the class in general swallowed me whole. But do you think that if you tell yourself mentally, I can do this, you can do anything?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
You think so?
100%.
All right, that's what I'm going to do then.
Just convince yourself that you're good.
Yeah, but what happens when you are asked something out loud in Spanish and you have no idea what they're saying? What do you do?
You're like Inspector Clouseau from the Pink Panther. When he's saying,
yeah.
he's saying, I would like to buy a hamburger.
You know the most interesting animal on the planet? It's a squirrel.
You think squirrel?
A squirrel.
A squirrel is the most interesting animal.
Yes.
Over like every animal.
Every animal on the planet, the squirrel is the most interesting animal / creature on the face of Earth.
I'm letting that sit in for a second.
Have you ever seen when a squirrel takes off to jump on a tree? How they look?
Them
They're like
things are jacked
superheroes.
for real, though.
Yes, they look superheroes.
But you're telling me that a squirrel is more interesting than like a shark or
Yes.
a Komodo dragon?
Yes. I'm game, bro. I'm game.
Obviously not. You know what's crazy?
What?
Why is it that this year there has been so many bugs I didn't even know existed?
What do you mean?
Like, I'll be walking outside, and I've been alive for quite some time now, and I will still see bugs at my house I didn't know existed.
What's your favorite bug?
I hate bugs.
I hate all insects.
Well, a butterfly. That doesn't change. My favorite bug is probably, I don't know. I don't like any of them. I was going to say like
they're all
beetle, but
terrible.
I don't like any of them.
They're all terrible.
What if it was in your house, are you avoiding animal-wise and bug-wise?
Well, obviously, we're not going to say zoo animals because that's not going to happen.
Okay, like if a freaking tiger walked in.
Yeah, we're not going to say that. We
no,
aren't,
but like something that's realistic.
we aren't Mike Tyson from The Hangover.
Something that's realistic.
Probably a jumping spider.
Really?
You ever seen one of them?
Yeah, but if you saw one like right here, you would like walk away.
I would run to the corner of this little wall, and I'd be like, oh!
Would you really?
Yeah. You ever seen a jumping spider? They're like spiders that are jumping on imaginary trampolines.
I have
Staring at you.
So, I hate spiders.
Mm-hmm.
But the one creature on this earth that I hate more than any other are snakes. Without a doubt.
Yeah, serpents.
If I'm sitting here and a snake slithers up,
You'd freak out.
I am straight up Indiana Jones with snakes. I'm not even kidding.
I love those movies.
I'm surprised you've even seen them. But I hate snakes.
I'm not 5.
Well, you've never seen Rocky, so.
Is Rocky really that good,
Or
though?
the Pink Panther. Who hasn't seen the Pink Panther?
Is Rocky really that good, though? Snakes are awful. What's the worst snake? All snakes are bad, but what's the worst type of snake?
I literally can't even give you an answer because every one that I see, I would either 1, run from, or 2, run over with my truck. Like, I'm not going to get near any of them.
People kill snakes with the ends of shovels, and the snake still slithers.
Yeah,
with
that
no
happened.
head.
We were pulling up bushes from Meredith's house one time. And there was a little garden snake.
Oh, ain't that bad.
No, those are, okay, I hate snakes. But if a little baby one, I ain't really worried about it.
Right.
But it comes out of the bush, and and her dad runs, grabs a shovel, and, and that's just like that muscle keeps moving or something. I don't know. There's something about it. But it was out there just bouncing around with no head.
That would be me.
You think so?
I feel like if someone were to kill me, which I hope no one does, and like someone chopped my head off, I'd keep moving.
That's some freaking determination right there.
I would keep moving, and I would punch them.
I love that determination.
All right, if you had to die in one incredible fashion, how would you die?
That's a hard question.
I got my answer.
Go.
Either a car crash with me going 100 plus or a helicopter crash. Like if you had to die in an epic way.
See, I was going the complete opposite
No,
direction.
I'm not saying like die in your sleep, that type.
No, I was going to die like saving thousands of lives. You
Oh,
know,
that
like-
too. That too,
But
though.
you said, no, I want to get in a car crash.
But you know what I'm saying? Yes, I would save people, but I'm saying, you know those actors or even public figures.
Paul Walker.
Yeah, Paul Walker.
Rest
James
in peace.
Dean. James Dean is a legend, obviously for what he did on the screen, but if you add in how he died and his legacy from that, dude, his legacy just shoots way up. Just like Paul Walker.
And speaker knockers.
No. He had some bangers, though. Hey, what was
He
his
did
best
have
song?
some
What was
bangers.
his best song? I forget.
I don't know.
It's the Speaker Knockers. That's what I used to say, right?
Dude, I am blown away right now that you know what that is.
You know
That is
who?
before your time, for
I'll
sure.
tell you who
That's
showed me
definitely-
the Speaker Knockers. I'll tell you.
I love old
Matthew
Speaks.
Waddell. Shout out to Matthew Waddell for showing me the
I
Speaker
love
Knockers.
Speaks, man. He's a beast.
Rest in peace.
He would have been a big star.
Rest in peace
Today.
to Speaker Knockers, to Juice WRLD.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of his music, though.
No?
No, not a big Juice WRLD guy.
Come and Go was a jam.
They all sound the same.
You know whose music all sounds the same? This is such a hot topic.
Post Malone.
And yes, Post Malone. Post Malone's
Yeah.
music is all the same.
So is the babies, though.
He's trash.
What?
The baby
I
is
like it.
trash.
I never was a big rap guy.
No?
Not a huge fan of rap.
No, it's kind of trash.
I'm always gonna be and always have been a rock guy. Classic rock, 70s, 60s, even 80s for
60s.
sure. But the very first rap song I ever heard that got me kind of like, this isn't too bad. You know what it is?
What?
Speakers Going Hammer.
Never heard it.
Never heard it? That's an old song, bro.
Who's that by?
I think it's Soulja Boy.
Soldier Boy in that hole. Is that him?
I think it's Soulja Boy. I gotta look it up though.
Watch me, you cartel soldier.
That was a dance too.
That was a major formal dance.
I'm surprised you know all this stuff, Reed.
You know what I do know?
But never seen Rocky or the Pink Panther.
We're gonna watch Rocky together.
No,
It's
we
gonna
have to
be a
watch. Now
true
we
moment.
have to watch the Pink Panther.
Rocky first.
I don't think you want to. We had the opportunity the other day to watch Rocky
I'm
or
sorry
a
about
scary
this.
movie.
I am sorry.
And me, Meredith, Carly, and Reed are sitting in the living room, and I go into the kitchen to grab something, and I come back, and they're all like, "We're watching a scary movie now," and I was like, "Reed,
Tell
What
what
the
movie
crap?
you watched.
even though you literally told me you don't like scary movies,
I don't.
obviously not because you voted against me."
Well, when you have two pretty women looking at you and they're like, "Well, I don't want to." Sorry.
No, I'm glad. Either way, though, I was upset with you. I still am.
Yeah, but you have two pretty women that one's your girlfriend and one you respect a lot, and they say, "Hey, I want to do something," especially watching a movie, and they really don't want to watch one. I'm thinking, well, I don't want to be that guy.
Either way,
You
though,
know how it
never
goes.
seen Rocky. That
We're
just
gonna
blows
watch
my
it
mind.
together.
That literally blows.
We're gonna
my
watch it together. You know what?
mind.
I
That is
think.
a movie. If there was a Reed Alley, you're
You
walking.
think so?
You're walking down Broad Street, Reed Alley. Sylvester Stallone's sitting right there at the end, baby.
You think so?
Yes.
Why am I so excited now?
I don't
We
know.
have to
You weren't
watch
the
it.
other day.
We have to watch it before you go camping.
We watched Sinister 2.
Two, it was not very good.
What the crap are those kids doing?
Murdering people.
Like dude, scary movies. Who thinks of that stuff? Like, there's some messed up people out there, bro. Like, this movie, if you haven't seen it, skip a couple minutes or seconds because I don't want to stay here long. But I mean, there's like videos of these kids like catching their families on fire and like electrocuting
Hanging on.
them and like,
It was terrible.
what?
It was probably the worst experience I've ever had with a group.
And I'm sat
The
there,
first one was good.
and I'm like sitting on the couch like, we could be watching one of the
Rocky.
greatest movies of all time, Rocky Balboa versus the Russian beast, whatever his name was.
What was
Ivan Drago, I think was his
Drago.
name. Gosh, man. We're watching a
I
freaking
blew
scary
it.
movie with kids hanging their families. I don't want to
I
watch
blew
that.
it. All right.
You did blow it.
I did blow it.
I'm tired of hearing that.
You know what would be really weird? If people saw you and I watching the Pink Panther movie by ourselves.
No.
Yep.
You need to get outside, Reed. I swear. You You literally are Patrick Star.
Yeah. I legit live under a rock. Speaking of movies.
You claim to know. I think the only movies, genuinely, if I didn't know you, the only movies I actually think you have ever seen are like superhero movies.
They are.
You need to get out more, Reed.
You need to get out more.
You need to get out.
You need to get out more.
Let's talk about flip-flops.
Hold on. Can we pause? Let's talk about tattoos in the work field.
Oh.
What area on your body would you never get a tattoo on?
My face.
Other than your face and neck.
Probably my hands.
Yeah, hands.
But like, see, I wouldn't like. Meredith and I have actually talked about getting our initials on the inside of your ring finger.
That's kind of hot.
But like, I wouldn't get one like here on the hand, you know,
no, but
or like on the outside finger. I think if it's kind of subtle, it's okay. But you know,
that's kind of hot.
Don't say that.
But what happens if y'all get a divorce?
True, then it's weird.
Divorcio in Spanish.
Nice.
A few words I know.
But in the workforce, see, like, it's crazy because this world that we live in is so different than it was even 20 years ago.
Explain.
Like, back then, tattoos were, like, so frowned upon, you know? But, like, now, I mean, it's kind of rare to see people without a tattoo, you know? Like, most people have them nowadays. You know what? So, Reed and I eat lunch together every day. It's really sweet, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. It is sweet.
It is.
So we eat lunch together. But if I were not to eat lunch with Reed, I would 100% eat some frozen food. Why is it that frozen food is better than regular food
you
sometimes?
Think so?
Sometimes, for sure. If I'm chilling and I'm watching the Pink Panther with a buddy of mine.
Like myself.
Not you, though.
Okay.
And we're sitting and we're watching. I would love to just grab a little Hungry Man, little Salisbury steak.
Sounds so good.
Throw that in the microwave for a couple minutes, and just eat it right there while watching the Pink Panther with my favorite friend who isn't you.
Frozen? When you say food and then you throw in the word frozen, it just shoots sparks in my brain.
I get excited.
It's the same thing as like for some people when you say coffee and you throw in iced. Some people are like, not me, but most people.
Whether it's 150 degrees outside. Sorry, I had a burp. Whether it's 150 degrees outside or 30, I'm not gonna order an iced coffee.
You're not?
I like regular coffee, but I'm not opposed to an iced coffee. If I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. But more than likely am gonna get a hot coffee.
You ever had Irish whiskey?
Yeah, Bailey's.
You're of age, so I can ask you that question.
I've had Bailey's in my coffee before.
He's of age, okay. So
not that good.
No? You know,
I like my coffee the way I like my coffee.
I'm Irish, so you better not say anything negative.
It's not good.
It's not?
I'm also Irish, so I'm allowed to.
You're not Irish.
I am.
You're not Irish like I am.
I am too. Just because I don't have an Irish tattoo doesn't mean.
No, I'm not saying that the tattoo makes me more Irish than you. I'm saying that the data shows.
I'm actually really Scottish. I'm royalty.
Really? I love that.
I'm Scottish royalty. One of my great whatever it is, grandmothers was like the Queen of Scotland or something like that.
So your family could slay the bagpipes.
100%. You would. I mean, like, if it was Saturday morning and you didn't know where I was, I'm definitely rocking a kilt, slanging a bagpipe.
Don't ever say that to me ever again. Take that back. John told me the other day that he would one day consider being a life coach, and I really wonder what y'all's thoughts are on it. I think he could do it.
Like a inspirational coach.
Because he said that everyone in his life, for some odd reason, comes to him for advice.
A lot of people do.
I wonder why.
I'm just comforting.
I think it's the beard.
It's got to be the beard.
You have a great beard. You have a great beard.
Look, these holes right here.
I'm going to grow one.
Dude,
before this podcast continues,
look at the
I'm
screen.
Look
at the screen real quick. Literally, this is the 7th time I've heard you say that in like Today's Wednesday.
Yeah,
for
but
this
I'm
week.
putting it out right here
Every
on
other
this podcast
day.
for public
Every other day,
record.
Reed comes to me. He's like, John, should I grow my goatee?
First
like,
of all, I don't sound like that. John.
it's a little higher pitch, but they get the idea.
John.
It's like that. I literally have no idea what's going on. What's
It
your
is
name
7.
again?
Daryl. What's your name?
Are you? Is it Chad? You know what I wish I had on right now?
What?
A Chronicology T-shirt. Like, unfortunately, mine's dirty, but I've worn it for 6 days straight.
The shirts
It's so
are
comfortable.
by far
I've literally slept in it last
the greatest
night.
blessing I have in my life right now.
I slept
Other than
in
my
it.
family and you.
You're gonna make me cry.
But nothing's better than Scooby-Doo, and we know that.
You think so?
Yeah.
So when you were a kid, what was your go-to TV show?
Scooby-Doo.
Really? You've done it now. Look at that. Look at that light. Look what you did.
How do I get interested about it? Your story was so...
My shows when I was a kid. That was such a rude interruption.
All right. Let's go. I'm game. Let's get it. Episode number 7. Not
My
6.
shows when I was a kid. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm focused now.
Arthur.
Great show.
Cyber Chase.
Never heard of it. Sounds good. Before my time.
Danny Phantom.
Great show.
Jimmy Neutron.
Great show. Johnny Bravo.
No.
Dexter's Laboratory.
No.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents. There's another good one I'm missing. I know there is.
How about blind people? Can we talk about them real quick? I just want to say this, and I'm being serious. I find blind people to be so fascinating, and one day I want to have a foundation where I help blind people.
You know, if there's one of your senses to lose, it is certainly not your sight. Like, that would suck. Shout out to all those people out there that can make it work because, like, dude, being blind would be so tough. Like, that would be so tough.
It would be. You know, you have to have great courage for sure. Obviously,
Gosh,
you're
that
walking
would be
around,
so hard.
and I don't know what they see. Are black,
That's
but maybe not. But they say that if you lose one sense, your other senses are heightened.
yeah, but it actually blows my mind, like, because I just couldn't even imagine. Like, I mean, you're so blessed, you know. You talk about blessings, and that, like, it's such a small thing, but, like, you should wake up blessed that you can even see.
Yeah, half the time I worry about my first world problems that I have.
Yeah, but you can see.
I can see, I
You
can breathe,
Smell, you
I can
taste,
walk.
You can walk. You don't have to wear glasses.
I don't have to wear glasses. Thank the Lord.
You know, speaking of glasses, one time I punked out the nurse at the hospital when I was younger
Why are you like,
because it's impressive.
you punked her out? What do you mean you punked her out?
You never heard of that?
Like, you told her off?
Yeah, like put her in her place kind of
Yeah.
thing.
How though?
So you're looking at like the letters, you know,
Mm-hmm.
for the vision thing,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going down. Obviously, you don't start on like the big H, like everybody can read that, but like you go down, and she goes down to the second to the bottom, which is 20/20 vision. And I'm sat there, you know, I read it forwards, read it backwards, whatever. And then she's like, okay, and starts writing on her clipboard, and I was like, but what if I could read that bottom line? And she was like kind of like, it like took her away. Like, oh my gosh. and she was like, can you? And I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I read it. And I swear everybody, I just, you know, and everybody in the whole pediatric center, because I was younger, is like,
They're all like,
whoa, let's go, John. Yeah. Like,
This is you.
Yeah. And I'm just sat there like, you know.
I love it.
I was proud of myself.
I'm proud
that
of you.
day.
I bet your pecs.
Not that I did anything for that to happen. I just been blessed with good vision.
I bet your pecs grew. I bet you had some chest. You had some chest hair.
You know, so I have what's called vagal response. As we're talking
Oh,
about
gosh.
pediatric experience.
Oh gosh.
So I have vagal response, and those who don't know what that is, it is like a peak in your, like a spike in your heart rate when like something, I guess traumatic happens, but you know, I don't know. It's subconscious though.
Right.
So I was getting my shots for college. I'm 17 years old, okay? I shouldn't even be in the pediatric office.
Right.
But I love my doctor, so like, and everybody knew me. I had all my records there or whatever. So I'm in there and I get my shots. And I'm sitting there, I'm talking to the lady, we're just chilling, having a good time. And my mom's there, and she gets up, and we're about to leave, and she's talking to a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a good 7-8 minutes past when I got the shot.
Mm-hmm.
So I get up, and I start walking as if we're about to leave. And all of a sudden, I can't feel my legs. I literally can't feel my legs. And it's and you wouldn't believe it, but it's literally like all of a sudden. Like, it's not like I'm freaking out. I'm not nervous or anything. I'm not weird about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't feel my legs. I'm like, Mom, we need to go. She's like, hold on. She's talking to the nurse. And the nurse looks at me, and she's like, he doesn't look okay. And as I'm walking by myself like a zombie, I turn, and I just
fall
on my back, busted right there.
Mm-hmm.
All these little nurse ladies come up, try and pick me up, and I'm a big man.
Mm-hmm.
Pick me up and put me
I'm
on.
a big man.
I'm a big man.
Okay, keep going, though.
I'm a big man, though.
Keep going.
Am I not?
Do I have to say you're big on
Yeah, you gotta say I'm a big man.
John's big man.
Okay, so they put me on the table or whatever, and I woke up, and I was like, what just happened, right? So, lo and behold, I have vagal response. It's like subconscious, though. It's nothing I can help.
I hate that for you, but why, when you say I have vagal response, it sounds like you have an STD.
It's just like a spike in my heart rate.
I just feel like that's something you would say when you go up to the meeting of AA. So you're at an AA meeting, and you're like, I have vagal response. And you sit down. And they're like,
wow.
Me too.
Wow, thanks for just throwing
Me
my
too.
story. Thanks for, throwing my story in the dumpster.
And why did you explain those little nurse ladies you said? You went,
because there was
they're this big.
No, they are small, and it literally took 7 of them to pick me up.
That's a hard job, nurses.
I mean, I'm a big man.
I ain't gotta take on biology and anatomy classes to know weight.
And it was like such a bragging moment when you would be like, hey, I went to the nurse the other day. They said I was 5'9".
Mm-hmm.
That was like the thing. But when I would go, it was always like, and I'd actually be 5'9", let's say it's 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't 5'9", but whatever the height is. And I'm like, they put me 3 inches shorter. So I would literally lie every time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what didn't you have a doctor's? Yeah, I told him I was 6'6". Yeah, I told him I was 6'6". You know what I'm saying? Krispy Kreme donuts are so much better than Dunkin' Donuts donuts.
No, they aren't.
So much better.
No, they aren't. They're too much.
Dunkin' Donuts has the coffee. And they got the breakfast. Dunkin' Donuts breakfast slaps. I love their sausage, egg, and cheese
So right now they're
croissant.
2 out of 3.
But the important thing is the donuts. The hair. Dunkin' Donuts donuts are sitting out, not hot and fresh, like those of Krispy Kreme. When that freaking Krispy Kreme hot and ready sign is on, there ain't nothing better on this freaking planet.
Quit playing with me, dude.
There's nothing better on the planet.
Dunkin' Donuts are better than Krispy Kreme donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts donuts are not as good as Krispy Kreme.
Quit playing.
It's
Quit
not even
playing.
close. It's not even close.
No,
it's
it's not.
It's literally not even close. It's like Dunkin' Donuts isn't even on the freaking radar, bro. Not
You
even.
think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd rather go to freaking the gas station and get a boxed Krispy Kreme glazed donut over going to Dunkin' Donuts and getting one.
You know what? Let's be honest. If you had to rank the top 3 donuts out there, it's Dunkin' Donuts number 1. Number 2, I would rather go to Ingles or Publix and get a donut from there than get a donut from Krispy Kreme. And I probably don't even mean that.
You don't. You literally don't.
Dunkin', 1.
Krispy Kreme, the gas station, Walmart, and Dunkin' is
Walmart.
into the radar.
Quit playing.
Not even there.
That's a terrible way to end the episode.
Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed episode 7 of Chronicology. If you did, definitely leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. And also, check out our website, which is going to be in the link below. There you can scroll up a little bit and fill out a form where you can buy a shirt, pick your size, buy a shirt, and buy a sticker or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 15. So, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see y'all next week for episode 8 of Chronicology.
God bless you all.